Okay, I want to talk a little bit about working smarter, not harder. The discussion board questions quite often are designed to support your work on the classroom management plan. And discussion board questions one, two, and well, obviously three, because you're getting feedback on your draft, are really designed to help you so that when you turn in your final draft on week 4, you really have a quality finished product. So let's talk about that a little bit further. Discussion board one, I really tried to get you to articulate your vision and what you're thinking. And some of you did such a fabulous job. You really did a great job of explaining why you are going to do the things you why you want the things you want in your classroom. So that's exactly what you want in your rationale. So use some of the things, use some of the ideas that are that you talked about in those discussion board questions. Discussion board 2, which is this week's discussion board, you are really gathering close-ups for your classroom. So while you don't have to do 5 as a requirement on the discussion board, if you go ahead and do 5, you're already taking care of some of the work for your room arrangement. So I would do that if I were you. And talk about why you pick this. What is it that you like? You can really tie in also with, and should tie in with, what the materials are in the course module. Really think about that. I want to see those connections. But that is also going to boost your score on this graded assignment. So please, take the time and do this well. And then really think about in your feedback too, like dig in there and really look at like, yes, what's good. A lot of people will look at this and see a lot of really good things that are happening, but also what do we need to consider? For example, those roller balls, those like bouncy balls, those things are going to roll all over the place. I would mention that in my response, and like, hey, don't get those. Get the ones with the legs on them so they don't roll. Also, how do we think about what are the implications? So are students assigned seats? What if they are assigned to one type of seating, but they really want another type of seating? How do we do that? Or do they not have assigned seats? And if they don't have assigned seats, do I have times where I want them to have assigned seats? How do I work with that? So really think about those things, not just like what's awesome, like using the shelf to separate areas, which is awesome, but what also do you need to think about, and what are potential problems in there? So really dig in there so that you can think through these things before you make decisions. And let's see, that's really about it. You ready to start creating your masterpiece? And the better quality you put in, there's a thing called garbage in, garbage out when you talk about programming, but it's true kind of for life, really, is that if you throw up a kind of half-baked draft, it's really hard to get feedback on. Whereas if you turn in one that you've really worked on, then you can get quality feedback, take it up a notch, and you'll have very little to do for that final assignment. The hard lifting will be done. Okay, I'm going to stop here and let me know if you have any questions.